Today, we thought we should all get together here to speak the present situation that is faced in this country. A theme that everybody loves, unity in diversity. We decided to summon all political parties for this function. The government thought that this is going to be another Al-Qaeda grouping. So government threatened all their speakers not to come. We are here for national unity and nothing but unity. We as Muslims have been in Sri Lanka unitedly, and we stand unitedly and will die here unitedly. Today, all of you all know the situation that is faced. The present situation in Kandy, the Muslim shops are closed, people are in-house, children are not going even for classes. Situation is so bad in Kandy and Galle. The government has not taken any initiative to combat this terrorism. You all will remember during Ramadan, a grease yaka comes. This grease yaka became a menace to society. Whenever the people thought that they must catch this grease yaka, that fellow either ran to an army camp close by or a police station close by. So we all knew who was behind all this. At that time I can remember two fellows were caught and were hammered mercilessly. The defense secretary made a statement saying that nobody can take the law onto themselves. Especially to the warning to the Muslim community, if you catch them, hand over them to the police or the army, you can't take the law onto yourself. Very well said. But today what is happening? Today, everybody has taken the law to themselves. Today the Budubala Sena is a government of their own. They are their own police. They say if the police is not doing their duty, they are the unofficial policemen in this country. And the government is silent. Why is that? We have exposed how the Norwegian embassy is funding. What is this motive? We have very clearly said the amount of money that has been given to the Budubala Sena by the Norwegian embassy only because the LTT issue, the Norwegian embassy failed. Any intelligence in the government will realize that this is a conspiracy by the Norwegian embassy to disrupt harmony in this country only to take revenge. Now you all remember during the LTT war, what is the stand the Muslims took? The Muslims were with the government. Muslims demonstrated in front of the American embassy. Muslim countries voted in Geneva. This bit, if the government will understand, they will know the motive behind the Budubala Sena. They don't understand. Now they want to disrupt peace in this country only to get the Muslim countries to vote against the resolution that is brought by America. If government intelligence can't work that way, I am very sorry about it. But at the same time, see, when the tense situation is like this in this country, the Secretary of Defense is going to open a branch of the Budubala Sena in Galle. Never ever the Muslims of this country suffered this way. Today you see everybody weeping, crying, fasting, praying special prayers for peace in this country. We never asked a part of this country. We never went and asked, no, we never demanded anything. We are a very peaceful community. Our history in this country, as everybody knows, is so long. When the Britishers were trying to hand over the country, they were trying to separate Muslims, Sinhala, Tamil and then hand over. At that time, Dr. T.B. Jaya said, whatever differences we have with our brethren, we will look after that. You please hand over this country to D.S. Senanayak. That is the community that we belong to. We are always for peace. But since 1948, we have lived here peacefully. But when we see statements over statements that is on TV and radio, we are really confused who is making these statements. I saw another statement by the Jataka Hello Urmiya. Uday Gamampila is saying the Muslim Sinhala War of 1915 is very imminent and nobody can stop it. So that means the war is ready, everything is ready. The burning tool is the halal certificate. Now we have told this to the Jamiatul Ulama. I personally, on my behalf, I have said this 3 months ago. This entire process of halal must go. We as Muslims know what we are eating. Do you say that we have eaten haram earlier? No. But if the country's economy is going to fall and the country's president and the rest are happy, we don't mind it. Wherever we go, we can find halal food. We know what is halal. We know how to be halal. So there is no problem. But today, the government up to today has not addressed this issue. Is the government trying to live with the war? 30 years of war. We have gone back 50 years. Do we need another thing? Do we need another crisis in this country? I say no. All of us say no here. We are all for unity. Whatever differences may be, we don't say that all what we do is right. You are our big brothers, the Sinhala community. You can always call us and tell, come look, you have made a mistake. Correct it. We will definitely correct it. You can talk it over. Now what we see is people taking the law onto themselves, people going all over, threatening people, threatening business establishment. Now even a grade 2 student comes home and tells, Amme Muslim kadegi reddak nan gandepa. Amma pregnant wenine. See what is being cultivated in the children. Halal kandepa. Api halal kande kiwet ne, halal kaatawat api kawannet ne. We are a very peaceful community. Over and over again I want to say this. That is why we have Damala Hamala Himi today with us. Hamila Himi today. That is why we have Samita Hamaduru here. Why? They want peace in this country. It's easy to burn a country. It's very easy to burn a community. But the repercussion, where are we heading for? Other countries too will be happy to block the development of Sri Lanka. But we are here today to listen to the speak that these gentlemen from the other community. So I will not speak much. I have spoken so much on this issue. So I have decided today not to speak much, but to allow this, the speakers here for their valuable support, valuable advice so that we as Muslims can live in amity. United we stand.